All right, welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving straight into the really radical philosophy of Daesun Jinriho. We are exploring a complete reframing of humanity's relationship with the divine. If you think you know how the cosmic order works, well, get ready, because we're about to look at some source material that completely flips the script on how heaven and earth actually interact. So, do humans serve gods, or do gods need humans? Let's dive right into this. For pretty much all of history, the traditional religious narrative has cast us as lowly servants, right? Begging for favors, totally dependent on higher powers, and just constantly looking up at the divine with this sense of inadequacy. But what if we've had it completely backwards this whole time? What if the gods actually need us just as much as we need them? Section 1. A cosmic paradigm shift. We are about to completely dismantle what we thought we knew about religious hierarchies. Normally, traditional models put humans right beneath the divine in a strict hierarchy. But Daesun philosophy introduces this incredibly balanced yin-yang partnership, asserting that gods and humans are actually equals. They're totally complementary. It isn't about who's serving whom. It's the fact that neither side can actually exist, function, or progress without the other. Moving right along to Section 2, Yin, Yang, and Us. Let's look at how this dynamic actually defines the relationship between God and human. If we break this down, God represents the yin. Yin is invisible, it is utterly unchanging, and it's represented by the cool, static nature of water, the color blue. Humanity, on the flip side, represents the yang. We're visible flesh and blood, we are constantly changing and dynamic, represented by the active, burning nature of red fire. Just like water and fire, you absolutely need both of these forces to combine to create any sort of meaningful progress in the universe. To really ground these high-level theological concepts, we turn to Section 3, the seed and the sprout. These are the metaphors of existence. I absolutely love this comparison. Notice how the divine is framed here as a seed. A seed is cozy. It can sit in the dark for thousands of years, completely safe and totally unchanging. That's the realm of the gods, comfortable, but entirely static. Humans, however, are the sprouts. And being a sprout is highly uncomfortable. You have to push through the dirt, battle the elements, endure the rain, the wind, the disease. But because the sprout actually endures that hardship, it's the only one genuinely growing, evolving, and interacting with the world. We see the same contrast through the seasons, too. The source compares the divine to autumn frost. Autumn frost is strict, it's cold, and it's completely unyielding. It operates purely on strict principles, no exceptions. Humans, conversely, bring the warmth of spring. Spring is flexible, it's highly emotional, it's forgiving, and honestly, sometimes it's a little bit messy. But you need that strict, principled truth of the gods, and you absolutely need the warm, flexible compassion of humans to actually make life work. Which brings us to an existential question in Section 4, the blessing of forgetting, and why a clean slate is the ultimate tool for a sprout. According to the text, when a divine spirit enters a human body, it goes through a process called mangak, which literally translates to forgetting. And far from being a punishment or some flaw in the system, this total wipe of your memory is actually framed as a massive cosmic privilege. Seriously, think about it for a second. If you remembered every single one of your past spouses, your kids, your failures, and traumas from thousands of different lifetimes, you'd be entirely paralyzed. There is no way you'd be able to dedicate yourself to your current life, your current family, or your goals. Forgetting is the ultimate clean slate. It gives us the flexibility to actually change and fully inhabit the new role we've been given in this lifetime. And now we reach the major turning point of this explainer in Section 5, Why Gods Envy Humans. Let's talk about the physical advantage of our chaotic existence. Take a look at this number, 56 billion. That is a massive amount of time. According to Buddhist traditions referenced in our source material, this is the number of years Siddhartha spent dwelling in the Tushita heaven. And yet, during all those billions of years in a comfortable, divine, static state, he made virtually zero spiritual progress. He was just stuck as a seed. Now contrast that immediately with the number 6. It took Siddhartha a mere 6 years, just 6 short, brutal, physical years as a human being on Earth, to finally achieve ultimate enlightenment. What 56 billion years in heaven couldn't do, 6 years in a physical body accomplished just like that. So, the takeaway here is pretty huge. Gods absolutely envy our human bodies. This physical vessel, with all its hunger, pain, and messiness, is the mandatory tool required for true spiritual transformation. Without a human body, even the absolute highest, most powerful gods are completely stuck in a static state, unable to evolve. Let's bring it all together in our final section, Section 6, Achieving Cosmic Symbiosis. Here is how you actually partner with the divine in your everyday life. This partnership is captured perfectly in the concept of Haewon Sangsa, which translates roughly to the resolution of grievances for mutual beneficence. Because humans are essentially blind, remember we went through Mongok and forgot everything, and gods are physically stuck without bodies, both sides have major limitations. To get around these grievances, they literally have to team up and work together as equal partners. And this partnership works in real time through a pretty simple 3-step process. Step 1, the human provides the physical vessel and does the physical labor to enact actual change in the world. Step 2, the unseen God, operating behind the scenes, provides the spiritual guidance, that sudden flash of inspiration or a gut intuition. And step 3, together and only together, they achieve cosmic evolution. There's this really striking, kind of funny metaphor straight from the text that says, gods are like vending machines. It might sound odd at first, but it perfectly explains that strict, emotionless nature of the divine we touched on earlier with the autumn frost. You see, gods do not operate on pity or human emotion. If you're standing at a vending machine and you're short by even a single coin, you can't just beg it to give you a drink. It doesn't care. The divine operates on that exact same strict all-or-nothing principle. You have to input the exact required effort to get a result. So what is the currency this cosmic vending machine actually accepts? It's called Jungsung, which means utmost sincerity and complete devotion. We're not talking about blind faith or just asking nicely. It's about applying total, unwavering effort to whatever you're doing. When you input the pure currency of Jungsung into your life, that is exactly what triggers the gods to respond, providing that spark of intuition to assist you in your physical journey. Which leaves us with this final, truly profound realization. The heavens aren't looking down on you, they're literally waiting on you. Your physical body, your ability to act, to change, and to feel, it is the greatest privilege in the cosmos. You are the dynamic sprout that the unchanging seeds of the divine desperately need to grow. The gods are waiting for you to act. So the big question is, how will you use your physical body with utmost sincerity today? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this completely changes how you view your place in the universe.